And we're back. Welcome back to the vlog. As you can tell, that is definitely not Milan behind me. I'm back home in Cape Town. I had a few hiccups whilst I was away, and I wanted to be fully transparent with that. I didn't want to act like my last 3 weeks of travel had been absolutely perfect. I felt a little bit guilty at times when I was feeling a little bit low, and I didn't really feel like pulling out the camera. Milan was definitely one of those spots where I didn't really feel like speaking too much to the camera, but I really did want to still take you guys along with and kind of show you what I saw and what I experienced as much as I could. It was just really difficult to sometimes pull the camera out and speak. So I thought I'm going to sit down again and kind of take us through from the end of Paris and traveling into Milan. So we touched down in Milan and we thought we're going to put our bags down, quickly freshen up and just go explore for the rest of the afternoon. Buongiorno, we've arrived in Milan. It is Sunday, so I think, from what I've heard, Milan is fairly relaxed on a Sunday. And when we're driving through the city now, it seems like a few people out and about, but not too many. So I think we're gonna go take a little bit of a walk. And yeah, I don't even want to show you guys what the room looks like now. I think it's just all the suitcases just open and piled up, but dressed and ready to go grab some food. Let's go explore Milan. That massive cathedral was literally 5 minutes away from where we were staying, and to be honest, it seemed to never leave our eyesight. Anywhere we walked in Milan in the city, you could always see it. But we decided we're gonna go check it out, and it was truly quite astonishing. High-end designers in this incredible architectural structure. We kickstarted day 2 a little bit interestingly because we were gonna go check out this exhibit, which on Mondays is closed, which online it said it was open. We got there and it was closed. So kind of a bit of a bummer, but we quickly decided that we were gonna head over to the castle, I believe it's what it's called. It just seemed like a lot more easier pace. It wasn't as hustle and bustle with all the tourists. Ironically, I say that as a tourist, but it just was a little bit more relaxed, and I quite enjoyed the change of pace, especially just because I think Milan was, near the end of my trip and the fast pace was kind of getting to me a little bit. So just being able to kind of walk through this, again, incredible structure was quite nice, and just kind of take our time there, take photos. Obviously me vlogging and taking photos at the same time, but yeah, it truly was beautiful. Day 3 in Milan, my mom and I decided that we were gonna have a day, just a little mother and son moment. My dad needed a day just to relax and just do nothing. So my mom and I were like, okay, we can go check out this cafe that I had seen, which also highly recommend. Definitely go check it out if you are in Milan. It's just a little quaint cafe that, not a massive menu, but serves really good coffee, and the food options that they do serve was pretty good. So my mom and I just started the day off there. Just like went throughout the day, just honestly exploring. I think we walked like 15,000 steps that day, just kind of going place to place. We wanted to go to certain shops, check out a few things. My mom had a few things that she really wanted to pick up. I had like 1 or 2 more things that I still wanted to pick up, but kind of just enjoying. Like I also enjoy like going with my mom and shopping and just like checking out pieces for her. I will say we ended off in this area called Brera. I think that's how you pronounce it. I will say that is an amazing area. I highly recommend. Also, if you're going to be spending time in Milan, that is a great area. Also, fairly relaxed, not too tourist crazy. The prices range in the area. There's definitely some high-end spots, but overall, it's fairly affordable for Europe. I will say that for Europe, it is fairly affordable. And we ended up at this spot, felt very Italian. Like I took a few photos, which maybe I'll pop on screen. For my audience that do understand the prices of Europe, for 450 gram sirloin, 25 euros was not terrible. And I hadn't eaten much that whole day. So I had a steak, my mom had a pizza, which was also delicious. I had a slice of that. But Wednesday, which is pretty much our last full day, and it was my last day, you'll see. We are stuck in Germany. It wasn't really my last day, but it was our last full day as family in Milan. And we kind of also, again, no real plans, just kind of wherever the wind took us, we kind of went. Morning. It might be a good afternoon, to be honest. We've been getting up a little bit later since we've been in Italy. I haven't spoken to the camera since I've been here. It's been a bit of a weird couple of days, not in like a terrible way, but end of last week just had a bit of a personal thing pop up. I'm traveling, and because I was a little bit down and not really wanting to do anything for a couple of days, I was feeling like really guilty as well. Because I was like, you know, obviously traveling is a luxury, you don't have to do it. But still super grateful for what I have had over here, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So yeah, last few days in Milano. Today we're gonna head out, do just another walk around. I think the best part of yesterday was just walking around with no plan whatsoever and just seeing Milan for what it is. So yeah, gonna head out. Don't let the bright light on my face fool you. It is still pretty cloudy and cold. So yeah, check you guys now.
Size bed, tick of the clock, a stranger to my left. The neighbors gave me a side eye, like I was blind. Oh yeah. 9 to 5 was my dad's advice. Don't think
did a little bit of shopping. I finally picked up the brown pair of our Legacy Camion boots. I have the black pair, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know if you've kind of been watching my content, but the brown ones I wanted the brown ones kind of first before the black ones, but a pair of black boots is just a mandatory in a closet. And the brown ones, I was like, although I love them, I needed the black ones first. And I had been like saying to myself, like, I need these brown ones. I love the black ones. They're the most comfortable pair of shoes I own. I can walk 20,000, 30,000 steps in those, no problem. Like, they just honestly are the greatest pair of boots I have ever worn. If you are looking to invest in something, this is something I can wholeheartedly say that if you do ever decide to invest in a pair of like our Legacy boots, one, they are super comfortable. Two, they're obviously aesthetically very pleasing. Three, they actually get better with time. So like the more you wear the boot, the more it like sort of wears in, I think it looks better. It's gonna get more comfortable. It molds to your foot. I highly recommend it. Fast forward, I'm leaving on Thursday, and Lufthansa, thank you for reimbursing me with the money, but my word, was that a nightmare, like 36 hours. Long story short, I had a flight from Milan to Munich, and I was just doing a quick layover in Munich. When I saw that the layover time of an hour and a half, I was already like a bit skeptical. And then my flight in Milan just started getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And I was like, okay. And I was checking kind of flights like from Munich back home, and it wasn't looking good. Like the only next flights were the following day, and it was again another like connecting flight. Some of them were like 24 hours to get home. I was like, this is not looking good. But quite literally 11 minutes to get from disembarking the plane and getting all the way to my gate. Absolutely, I have never run with a suitcase. I was dragging my suitcase for a bit, like in sprinting, and then I just decided I'm just gonna pick up the suitcase and just sprint. That was very interesting. I made it technically with 5 minutes to spare to the gate, but the doors had already closed, and unfortunately that's unlucky.
I know. Well, now I know what you might be thinking. This doesn't look like Cape Town. This is not. We are stuck in Germany until tomorrow evening. So, quick haul. Got some shaving cream, deodorant, water, more water, some more water. I also opened one already. Toothbrush and toothpaste, and shaving razor blades. Story short, my flight from Milan to Munich was delayed, and that means I couldn't make my next flight, and then the best case scenario was fly out tomorrow at the same time. So I had to get a hotel. I won't lie, not the happiest, not Lufthansa's favorite flyer right now, but it is what it is. Not the stamp in the passport, I guess, but yeah, we've got another 24 hours, so welcome to Germany.
I don't know what it was, but the slow pace of that next day where I just did a bit of work and just chilled at the hotel, went to go grab lunch, got ready for my flight. It just felt like a very relaxed day. I wasn't rushing anywhere. I was already checked into my next flight. I literally just had my carry-on, and all I had to do was walk through the boarding gates. It was super simple. So overall, a little wrap up of my travel time. I think it was, again, super grateful to get that opportunity. I managed to book a couple of brand deals, which I'm super excited about. A lot of them have already been posted. I've got a few upcoming still, but yeah, I think I went there with the intention that I wanted to meet my agents, I wanted to book some deals, and just kind of create and bring you guys along with the process. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed the little travel series. It will not be the last. I'm already putting some plans in place for early next year, so stay tuned for that. But thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate all the comments. I have been reading, especially my travel content. I've been reading the comments, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for always tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.